Good tough win, Craig.
Yeah, it was, Steve. We had a little bit the first half. We didn't have our level of footy and not much field position. And when we did, we dropped it. So we didn't put a lot of pressure on them in the first half, and they put our leap on us. So I thought we handled it pretty good. And the second half, when we got some chances, we scored points. So yeah, I was really happy with them. I thought, like I say, I thought our defence was great all night, and we really found a little bit of spark there at the back end of the second half.
What more can you say about Billy Slater? I mean, I know there were
not much.
But
Yeah, every week someone asks me that question. I didn't think he would have scored the try, but when he actually come up with the footy and his reaction, I'm thinking, well, he probably has.
Were you always confident, Cameron? Was your kick?
That pretty much summed up my kicks all night. That kick, obviously wanted a bit closer to the try line. That kick there, we practiced that a fair bit, but it was Bill showed great speed to get there. I think he, for some reason, he still surprises a lot of defenders with his ability to get to the ball. Doesn't matter where it is. So it was a pretty good finish by him.
Craig, I think he's now the most prolific try-scoring fullback in history.
Yeah, we sort of got that message off our infamous media manager, and apparently he's finally got it right. So just to back that up, So I know, Bill's not a huge one for those individual milestones, but I know he's feeling really proud tonight, and as a club, we're feeling really proud of him. So it's a great milestone, and to be the highest try-scoring fullback in rugby league history is it's a pretty big rap for him.
You've seen them all, haven't you? all those fullbacks go back a while. He's
I'm not that old. I was seeing Langlands and
Did you?
Yeah, I did. He was my favourite player actually when I was a kid. But I didn't see Churchill, I must say, but there was some Graham Eady, and you go through Gary Belcher. He was a wonderful player. Gary Jack, all those guys. But I must say I don't think I've seen a better fullback than Bill.
Duffy did well too, didn't he? Some spectacular takes.
He's been he had a bit of a mixed week in our first round game, and but the last 2 weeks he has been tremendous. And the other guy on the side with him is Justin O'Neill. He's played really strongly the last couple of weeks as well. So they're two really young guys that we've brought to the club as juniors, and we'd like to see them play their whole career out with us, because they're outstanding kids, and like I say, we'd love having them in the club and in the team, and hopefully they'll be here for a long time.
After the week the Titans had that first half, is that what you expected from them, that they'd be really out to?
Oh, without a doubt, we didn't really talk about it too much, but added with the week they had, and Minicello's 200th, I think Bird's 150th or it was. So again, it's a pretty big night for them, and I'm sure they were very determined to come out there and play with real commitment, and they did. Like they got off to obviously a bad start with that try we scored early, but after that they put a lot of pressure on us, and as I said, we had to come up with some real good defensive plays for long periods of time, to keep them out.
They are struggling to score points, Cameron, but did they ask quite a few questions of you, particularly in the first half?
Yeah, they did, mate. They really put us under the pump there for a lot of that first half. Our goal line defence was really tested, but I think unfortunately for the boys in the middle, I think a lot of the limelight gets stolen from the guys that score some fancy tries in our team, and I think a lot of the credit for our win tonight has to go to those blokes in the middle. I thought it was a fantastic effort by our forward pack in that first half. We had to come up with some pretty big sets there on our goal line, and they held them out. They kept turning up in defence, and then when the ball got turned over on our line, they put their hand up to take the ball out and into a brick wall, and they were fantastic, and really the way we defended in that first 40 minutes probably allowed us to play the way we did in the second half, because I think at times when teams have a lot of opportunities and they come up with no points, that sort of breaks their heart a little bit, and I think that's maybe what we did tonight. We held them out for so long, and then come out in the second half. First 10 or 15 minutes was pretty hard again, but we ended up coming over the top from them fairly strongly.
English Super League supposedly is a bit more free scoring, but Ryan Hoppen seems to have come back with his defences strong as it.
Yeah, he has, mate, and obviously, you know, he was a part of our club for a fairly long time before he went overseas, so he knows what we're all about defensively, and you know, he knows that if you can't defend strongly, then you won't find yourself in the Storm 17. So, Hoffy's been really strong for us. I've been really pleased with the way he's come back and got on board with our structures again, and you know, he's playing a lot of minutes too. So he's doing a fantastic job.
What's Jason Riles brought to the pack, Craig?
It's a little bit of size. Yeah, again, you know, he's still a little bit short of time at the moment. You know, when he done his hamstring, he didn't do too much training for 3 or 4 weeks. So, you know, he's a big guy, so it takes a little while for him to get into shape. And he was training really well there just before he hurt his hamstring, but that put him back a little bit. But he certainly, you know, when he gets that ball and, you know, he goes direct with it, he's really hard to handle. So he's giving us that little bit of go forward. And certainly the other front rows are really enjoying playing with him, but they're really, all the front rows in the club are really enjoying learning off him as well. You know, he's sharing a lot of his knowledge with our younger players. So, you know, he's been a terrific asset for our club.
Dane Nielsen, what was the expense? Did he have an injury?
Yeah, he lost a couple of teeth last week, and he actually got a backhander from Gareth Widdop, which I don't think Gareth really punches that hard. But anyway, knocked a couple of Dane's teeth out. So, so he basically had to go in, and I'm not quite sure, but you know, gets drilled into his gums, the new teeth. And they said he could play, but you know, I just thought it was best he have a week off. He was still quite swollen on Friday morning, so I just sort of said, mate, you're better off having a week off and you know, coming back in with our next game. So
Blair came up. Is Will Chambers playing along okay?
Yeah, it was a real tough decision between you know, Bobby and Will, and yeah, it took me a couple of days to make it, to be quite honest. And but I just we went for Bobby basically because, you know, Bobby done a really good job for us last year, and you know, it was just a bit of a loyalty factor more than anything else. But I'm sure it won't be long before, you know, Will's playing with us as well. You know, we know he's going to add a whole heap to our team, especially with the footy.
More to it than that.
Oh, it was, mate. Yeah. In the end, Slater's he's a freak. He's an absolute freak. It was just probably 3 instances early in the first half, or in the first 20 minutes of the second half, where it was a Smith offloaded. Slater made a break from a kick, and then Cronk set up that try, and just was bang, bang, bang. You know, we were worried about those 3 all week, and we kept them at bay, probably for 80% of the game. But the other 20%, they come up with about 5 tries.
Craig Bellamy said he went as far back as Langlands. How far back? He hasn't seen a better fullback.
He's the best I've ever seen. Yeah, he's the best I've ever seen. Consistently, does it every week. He's. You watch the game. He won against the Raiders. They probably had no right to win, and he pulled them out of the fire there.
Scotty, the fact you couldn't get over in that first half, did that frustrate you a bit?
No, not really. Just building pressure, you know, like any team. You just want to be camped down in their end and just build pressure. You know, any team will defend the first set, possibly the second. But we just sort of couldn't hold on for that probably third one. You know, forced a pass but yeah, you know, they're a good team.
Is that an improvement, Scott, from the last couple of weeks, though?
What's that?
Having a couple of repeat sets?
Yeah, no, I think I thought last week it took a leaf out of the Canberra Raiders book. I thought that was a difference in the end of last week. You know, they got a few repeat sets on us and broke us down defensively, and that was sort of, you know, our plan coming in tonight was to sort of get a couple of repeat sets and build some pressure.
Cameron Smith said you did ask a fair few questions of their defence. What did you think, John?
Yeah, we're just struggling to get across the line. You know, we're creating opportunities. We're you know, getting pulled down just short. We had good field position for a lot of the first half tonight, and they, you know, you could see when they were defending their line, they were under the pump. You know, they're very smart. They're very experienced. That they know when to slow play the game down, so it buys them time in defence. They cover all the little things probably better than anyone. Yeah, he got the whack in the knee, just a bump more than anything. There was no damage, so he battled on.
What do you think about champions? debut?
Yeah, I thought he was good. He offered us plenty on that edge. The conditions, the weather, I think probably affected the crowd and it affected the way the game was played. But both sides held on to the ball really well. I thought it was a high quality game.
Did you think Dominic Peru had scored a David Mead type of try there for just a split second?
Yeah, well, it looked that way. Yeah, it looked he scooped the ball up one-handed, and I think they called it forward pass today. Yeah, but no, he showed a bit of skill there.
You're not the Matt White, no trial was for John? Penalty?
I think he might have played the ball. Well, they didn't show many angles, so I don't know, but I think he might have played the ball, and it was deemed to be in front of the kicker, or inside the 10 anyway, I think. I don't know, I have to get some... watch it tonight.
Were you happy with the mood in the sheds before the game, given the week?
Yeah, tremendous. They turned up ready to play. And as I said, it's hard to defend a scoreboard like that. But I thought definitely the first half we dominated them, and for patches of the second half. When we scored our try and we got a set coming off our line and we drilled them into the in goal and we were penalised. And then, Slater run 50 yards and scored, and that sort of... I really don't think the scoreboard definitely didn't resemble the effort that went in, but, that's footy.
Do you think that was a penalty? It kind of swung the game a bit.
Yeah, well, I thought one referee was saying play on, and then the other one came in and ruled over the top of him. So, it's a hard one. They've got a rule there where if he's in the air, you've got to let him go. But, when you've got momentum and you're under his ribs and that's what we're all taught to do. I don't know what they're supposed to do. But.
Are you happy with the speed of the ruck today?
You're never happy with the speed of the ruck when you play Melbourne. They push they get away with it. Good luck to them.
John, you started with young Matty Schramer tonight. He got a bit of speed around the ruck. You would keep it that way?
Yeah, I'm happy with those two. Matty's... the pair of them are long term. They're only young kids, and we played Matty a lot last year. He played a lot of minutes. He was playing 80 minutes a game, and it really had a toll on his body. So I don't think we lose anything when either of them out in the field. Kane's getting better all the time. Defensively, very strong. A big improvement on last year, and I like what they're giving the side.
Scott, are you happy with the two hookers?
Yeah. I'm over the moon with them. Seem to be working well. When one's sort of under the pump, Cardi replaces him and brings a bit of speed back into their air attack. So looking forward to working with them.
I think they learned a lot tonight, watching Cameron Smith and how he controlled it.
I don't know. You have to ask them.
Expecting Jamal back this week for the
Well, I'll be touch and go. It was a little bit worse than what we first thought. We thought he'd play this week, but we tested it yesterday and he wasn't right. So he's done no further damage, but we'll just have to we'll give him the whole week and then we'll see how he goes.
Thanks, boys.